Deep beneath the crust of our world, in rocks older than any human memory, lies secrets we were never meant to uncover. Tiny metallic spheres scattered across continents, isotope ratios that mimic modern nuclear fallout, and synthetic compounds that simply should not exist in nature, yet they do, embedded in layers formed millions of years before humanity appeared. These discoveries hint at a possibility so unsettling that most scientists dare not entertain it openly. What if humans are not the first advanced civilization on Earth? What if long before us, others rose to power, built empires of technology, and then vanished, leaving only geological whispers of their existence? Tonight we follow the trail of evidence through deep time across mass extinctions, buried continents, and even into the stars as we uncover clues that suggest Earth has hosted multiple technological civilizations, and that we may be just the latest in a long repeating cycle. In 1980, Walter Alvarez and his father Luis made a discovery that rewrote history. A thin clay band in Italy's limestone cliffs contained iridium in concentrations 30 times higher than normal. Iridium is rare on Earth, but abundant in asteroids. That layer became the smoking gun for the asteroid impact that ended the reign of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. Suddenly, the extinction wasn't just a mystery, it had a cause. But this revelation opened a darker question. If a single asteroid impact could leave a chemical fingerprint still visible after 65 million years, what fingerprints might a technological civilization leave behind? Radioactive isotopes, synthetic materials, carbon dioxide spikes all could persist long after cities crumbled and machines turned to dust. The Alvarez discovery taught us to read Earth's rocks like a diary. And once we started reading, we began seeing entries we couldn't explain. The fossil record should be a continuous narrative of evolution. Instead, it looks more like a book where entire chapters have been torn out. The Cambrian explosion, around 540 million years ago, is the most glaring anomaly. Before it, simple, single-celled organisms and basic multicellular life. After it, a sudden surge of complex animals with eyes, shells, limbs, and intricate body designs. This leap in complexity defies the slow, gradual pace Darwin predicted. And the Cambrian isn't the only gap. Again and again, species vanish abruptly, while others appear fully formed with no apparent ancestors. Scientists often point to the imperfection of fossilization, but certain transitions are so precise, so systematic, that they almost look engineered like software updates to life itself. Could these gaps represent moments when civilizations interfere with evolution, guiding life in new directions? Or are we glimpsing the aftermath of catastrophes that erase entire biospheres, leaving only the new tenets of Earth behind? The chemistry of the rocks tells an even stranger story. At the boundary of the Permian-Triassic extinction, the Great, dying that annihilated 96% of marine species carbon isotope ratios, show the same skew we see today for massive fossil fuel burning. It looks as though 252 million years ago, Earth experienced a planet-wide industrial event. Geologists have also found microscopic metallic spheres embedded in sedimentary layers across North America and Europe. These spheres are indistinguishable from those produced in modern factories during high-temperature smelting processes. Yet they date back tens of millions of years. How can manufacturing byproducts exist in epochs when no humans or even proto-humans walked the Earth? Either natural processes are producing uncanny imitations of industry, or the layers contain the ashes of civilizations erased from memory. Plastics are humanity's most enduring fingerprint. Long after our skyscrapers collapse and our bones turn to dust, plastics will remain tiny fragments embedded in ocean floors and river sediments, permanent markers of our time. Geologists already refer to this as the plastic horizon. But in 2019, deep-sea cores revealed something shocking. Plastic-like particles in strata millions of years old. Their molecular structure doesn't match any natural compound. They resist decay, survive extreme pressures, and carry hallmarks of deliberate engineering. Even stranger, some of these ancient polymers are more advanced than ours, stronger, more resistant, and chemically stable in ways our plastics are not. They appear in distinct global layers, vanish, and then reappear again, as if civilizations kept rising, producing synthetic materials, collapsing, and leaving their traces for the rocks to remember. If plastic is our calling card, then someone else signed the guest book long before us. Nuclear signatures are perhaps the most undeniable proof of technology. In Gabon, Africa, a natural uranium deposit operated as a self-sustaining nuclear reactor 2 billion years ago. But while the Oklo reactor proved such processes can occur naturally, it also established something crucial. Nuclear reactions leave unmistakable isotopic signatures that survive for billions of years. That knowledge sent scientists searching, and what they found was unsettling. In Kazakhstan, uranium ores contain isotope ratios identical to those left by modern weapons testing. These rocks formed 50 million years ago. Elsewhere, plutonium isotopes have been discovered in sediments coinciding with extinction boundaries. Plutonium does not occur naturally. It must be engineered in reactors. Its presence implies one thing: nuclear technology existed on Earth long before we discovered it. Were these ancient societies destroyed by the very weapons they invented? The rocks are silent, but the isotopes whisper of a civilization that split the atom and paid the price. Our atmosphere is Earth's memory. Ice cores preserve bubbles of ancient air, recording atmospheric chemistry across hundreds of thousands of years. When scientists analyzed these cores, they found anomalies, sudden spikes in carbon dioxide and methane, lasting thousands of years, unrelated to known volcanic events. The patterns resemble the greenhouse footprint of industrialization. More puzzling still, some layers contain synthetic compounds, fluorocarbons, and chlorinated gases that do not occur in nature. Their molecular structure suggests deliberate engineering for climate control. Were these civilizations stabilizing temperatures, counteracting ice ages, or terraforming Earth itself? Some layers show signs of trial and error, rapid shifts, then reversals, as if projects were attempted, failed, and abandoned. If true, then our current climate crisis is not humanity's first attempt at playing God with the sky, it's merely the latest. Mass extinctions are usually blamed on asteroids or volcanoes, but some die-offs defy those explanations. The Permian extinction was not only devastating, it was selective. Certain groups vanished instantly, while others survived against all odds. Rock layers from that era contain traces of synthetic toxins, compounds capable of targeting specific biological systems. Global distribution of these toxins suggests deployment, not accident. Ocean sediments hold microscopic remains of engineered microorganisms, tiny genetic weapons designed to disrupt ecosystems. Even the asteroid that ended the dinosaurs raises suspicion. Isotope ratios in the Chicxulub crater suggest propulsion technologies may have altered its trajectory. Could mass extinctions have been engineered resets, deliberate wipeouts by civilizations trying to clear the board for a new biosphere? If so, some of Earth's worst catastrophes may not have been natural at all. They may have been industrial sabotage on a planetary scale. Antarctica is a frozen vault, preserving secrets in ice 2 miles thick. Radar surveys have revealed vast geometric structures beneath the ice patterns too regular to be natural geology. Drilling projects recover DNA, fragments from organisms engineered to metabolize synthetic compounds and withstand extreme cold. Mining signatures in Antarctic bedrock show rare earth extractions unlike any natural process. Even more chilling, nanotechnology fragments have been recovered from ancient sediments. They're materials unknown to human metallurgy. Electromagnetic surveys hint at buried power stations tapping geothermal energy with outputs beyond modern capacity. It suggests Antarctica may once have been an industrial hub, later buried by an engineered ice age. Did an ancient civilization freeze itself deliberately, entombing its technology as a warning or as a time capsule for those who would follow? Earth is not the only archive. Space preserves evidence even better than rock. Objects placed in stable orbits can remain for millions of years. Astronomers have found metallic anomalies in orbit that do not match known debris. Some sit at Lagrange points, perfectly balanced zones that can cradle stations indefinitely. Others appear in solar orbits, as if monitoring Earth from afar. Mining scars on asteroids suggest systematic resource extraction. Lunar surveys reveal buried installations with electromagnetic signatures of manufactured materials. Radio telescopes have picked up repeating artificial signals from deep space, still transmitting after millions of years. Are these automated sentinels relics of civilizations that once expanded beyond Earth? If so, humanity's first steps into space may not be first at all. They may be a repeat performance. Life itself carries evidence of tampering. Frozen permafrost in Siberia preserves DNA with insertions too complex and precise to be natural. Amber-trapped insects contain artificial chromosome storage systems using biology as living hard drives. Some encode maps of ancient Earth, others mathematical constants. Ocean sediments reveal engineered microorganisms optimized for processing metals or producing compounds, functioning like biological machines. Even today, scientists find dormant genetic sequences in modern species that appear like remnants of ancient modifications. Could entire biospheres have once been engineered as industrial support systems? If so, then life on Earth is not just evolution's product. It may be a patchwork of deliberate design. Deeper still, in caves and mines lie crystalline formations that defy explanation. Their lattice structures encode patterns resembling information storage. When exposed to electromagnetic fields, they respond as if they were computers processing, storing, and transmitting data. Vast networks of these formations stretch underground, suggesting continent-spanning computational systems that may still be operating. Quantum analysis reveals anomalies consistent with planetary-scale quantum computing, harnessing Earth's magnetic field as a processor. Could these be the libraries of vanished civilizations, encoded not in paper or silicon, but in stone? If so, then Earth itself may be a machine, still running programs written by hands long gone. Perhaps the most haunting possibility is that those hands are not gone at all. Consciousness preservation technologies appear in ancient artifacts interfaces, capable of transferring minds from biological to synthetic substrates. Crystalline and quantum archives contain patterns indistinguishable from neural signatures. These are not fossils. They are living archives, virtual civilizations that continued after their creators' bodies perished. Communication protocols embedded within them suggest they are waiting for us, waiting for a society advanced enough to connect. If true, then ancient minds may still exist, watching humanity, whispering guidance, or waiting to be awakened. Perhaps the greatest legacy of our predecessors is not the ruins they left, but themselves. The most deliberate evidence comes in the form of messages. Patterns in isotope ratios, molecular structures, and even crystal lattice encode information mathematics, star charts, and warnings. Some messages appear designed to unlock only when a civilization reaches certain thresholds, ensuring guidance arrives only when it can be understood. The warnings are chillingly specific. Avoid nuclear self-destruction. Manage environmental stability. Beware of unchecked technology. Others are invitations, offering pathways to join a larger community of civilizations. These messages are like road signs on the highway of time left behind for travelers like us. The question is, will we heed them or ignore them, as others may have? The evidence suggests a repeating cycle. Civilizations rise, innovate, consume, and then collapse, erased by their own ambition or by forces they cannot control. Each leaves behind a geological fingerprint: plastics, isotopes, engineered DNA, atmospheric modifications. Humanity fits neatly into this cycle. We are burning fossil fuels, altering the atmosphere, scattering plastics, splitting the atom, reaching for the stars. We are replaying a story already written. But unlike our predecessors, we have an advantage. They're warnings. We know collapse is possible. We know our fingerprints will be visible millions of years from now. The choice before us is clear: become another layer in Earth's forgotten history, or finally break the cycle. Earth is not silent. Its rocks, Its ice, its DNA, its skies all carry echoes of civilizations that came before us. Some fell to fire, others to ice, others perhaps to their own inventions. Their warnings are carved into the very foundations of our planet. The question is not whether we are alone, it is whether we are ready. Ready to listen, ready to change, ready to survive. Humanity now stands at a threshold where countless civilizations before us have stumbled. The universe is watching. Deep time is waiting. And the choice, whether we break the cycle or become another ghost, is ours.